Stefano, Cossalter, and Noel, Bentley, everyone.
I wanted to give Stefano a little gift.
Oh, it's a picture of you. Cool gift, bro.
Storytelling is exactly the same thing. We need to put thought into it. Our stories are our gift to the audience. We're all storytellers, aren't we? We use it to connect.
Does anyone here have a story journal? You know, a story journal, yeah? Has anyone seen the story journal that Toastmasters puts in Pathways? Yeah? Have you visited it more than once? Okay, good. That's impressive. The storytelling journal is one of the most important pieces for a speech crafter, for a storyteller. And I really didn't think that I had any stories to tell. And he said to me, if this guy can make millions of dollars with ant farms, spud guns, and shrunken heads, we can find something to make us $1 million too. And that's where my journey started. But when I told that story, I noticed people start to lean in and listen. And it was the first time I discovered that my life experience is actually interesting to people. So one of the first exercises we're going to do today is we're going to take you through some story prompts. What are your brush with fame moments? Do you have any of those? Do you have any, Noel? Besides?
Just you? Yeah.
Okay, good. Where were you born? Were you here, overseas? Created in a satanic ritual like Noel Bentley?
And I just wanted to say, bad. Bad Stefano. Just to clear this up, I was not born in a satanic ritual. Thanks very much for that. I was adopted, though. My parents, they told me I was adopted. No difference, anything really in my life, except every time I go to the hospital, I get the urge to go home with someone different. We give a few tools and strategies about storytelling that maybe you haven't used before you could try. So here's a simple one maybe you've done before. This will to help with your essence. Now, this is for a 5 to 7 minute speech, which most of us have done, and you've probably written at least 1,000 words, haven't you? Yes. So take those 1,000 words, plunk yourself down, give yourself 5 minutes only, and now write it in 100 words.
Right now?
Write that story.
Right now?
Not right now. We do not have time. Conceptually, they say, don't do this at home, do this at home. This is for home. And once you've finished that, great. Take a break. Go get some sweets. I finished all the sweets here. Can't do it here. I really did. However...
He's not lying. He did.
He's not lying. That's what everyone said. Reward yourself with it. Come back fresh again and write the story in 10 words. Can you do it? No. I saw Carol nodding. I'll say no. And that's okay. It's virtually impossible to write the whole story of what happens in 10 words, but here's what happens. When you do that, you'll find yourself gravitating towards what actually the essence of the story is. This is probably what it's about. You can try it a couple times. And what tends to happen with essence is you start to feel it. You know that, yes, this is really what I'm trying to get across. Oh, is that me? Am I? Okay. I will stand perfectly still. And I will adjust my microphone. Yeah. Woo! All right. But now I need my notes. Helping us and screaming, telling him exactly what to do and done. Bang! And that was really like the moment things changed.
Love it. Perfect. See? That's the moment of transformation. The one moment. Every great story has to have some magic moment of transformation that helps you overcome the conflict. That's what resonates with people.
And what Dr. Morabian was investigating was, I'll call it incongruency, and the decisions we make in communication when that happens. So for instance, if your body language doesn't match your words, what are we most likely to believe? If what your words are don't match your tone of voice, what do we like? And those percentages came into play with that. So what happens in moments of emotional incongruency? It was very important for him to study this. So if we want a demonstration of emotional incongruency, I'll ask Stefano, hey, Stefano, what did you think of the gift I gave you?
It was amazing.
There we go. Emotional incongruency is the truth.
You're a great friend.
There we go. We can mute Stefano now, and but here's what we can see: the words do not match the tone, so it creates comedy, but also creates a problem. Maybe when we're thinking about our talks and our speeches, we're trying to remember all of the words. Now, if your brain is about 5 steps ahead, or about a half page ahead, or even a few moments ahead, you might be thinking about the emotion that's coming up, and now it's going to be reflected in your face. It might actually make sense. Because when I've seen people who have truly internalized their talks and speeches, when I say internalized, they know it. Like, this is just, it's part of them. They could say it at any time. They don't even think about it, it just comes out, they know what to say. When you've internalized it, you're living that experience at the moment, and the congruency happens. And you transfer that to your audience. Now, that's a little bit more work, but it means great talks, and it means great storytelling. There we go. Emotional weight. You're giving a great storytelling experience. Now, if you have heavy emotions and you ask your audience to keep holding those heavy emotions, this is what happens. They tire. And you've got the 5 to 7 minutes. You have to allow them to put them down. So you can put it down there. Go ahead. You can do it now. It's very important to have this emotional back and forth. If you ask them to carry it too long, they will emotionally check out. Now, how many times have you seen a great story, a great talk, and by the end you're like, I'm a little drained, So it's hard for us as storytellers. We may have processed all of the emotions in our stories, and we're comfortable with it, but if you've done a great job, now your audience is like, I'm experiencing this. And so it's important we're thinking to know that before you do it for your audience, because it's supposed to be a gift they appreciate, not one that's like, whew, that was a heavy sweater.
Each story's not just a sequence of events, but it's a gift that you wrap up and give to your audience. And each gift you give has the power to transport people to different places, has the power to resonate deeply with people's emotions. And it even has the power to have people to think and act differently. You would agree that's quite a great gift to have. And it's a gift that you should cherish, hone, and give generously. Because it doesn't matter what kind of story you have, whether it's big or small, it all has the power to transform. One story at a time. Thank you.
Thank you.